Welcome to A Taste of Spring. My name is Tori Gwilliam. I am a registered dietitian nutritionist, and today's program is brought to you by the Alliance. Today we are showcasing 2 recipes highlighting some beautiful spring produce. We're going to be doing our strawberry ricotta bruschetta and a pea and asparagus pasta. What's beautiful about spring produce is all the vibrant colors. So we will be using fresh herbs, asparagus, snow peas, English peas, strawberries, just to name a few. So we're gonna get started with our bruschetta recipe. So bruschetta needs bread. So we're gonna start with our baguette. I have a multi-grain baguette here today. And we're gonna start by slicing it. You wanna slice it on the bias, which means that it's sliced at an angle to give that pretty look for our presentation. So we're gonna cut a few pieces here. What's nice about this recipe is it's very simple. You can easily make it for a crowd, or you can also just make a few pieces individually for either just yourself or just a small gathering. So after slicing my baguette, I'm gonna brush it with a little bit of olive oil. This is important to get the beautiful browning and crustiness on the baguette. Flip it over, do both sides. Now, if you are making this for a large gathering, you wanna go ahead and use your oven, set at 400 degrees, and place the baguette slices on a cooking tray, as I have here. And just line them up with a little bit of space in between so the hot air circulates well. Pop them in the oven for about 8 to 10 minutes. You wanna keep your eye on them because once they start browning, they'll toast up pretty quickly. If you're just doing it for yourself or a small number of people, you could toast these on a saute pan as well, which is exactly what I did today for our small batch. So these are our toasted pieces of baguette that have nice browning on them. All right, next, while our baguette is in the oven and toasting, you can prepare your strawberry mixture. I have already diced up the strawberries. You want a pretty small dice on your strawberries, but it can be a pretty rough chop. It doesn't have to be perfectly even to give that rustic look. And then we have our basil. So there is a trick to slicing fresh herbs, especially basil, as it's very delicate. You want to put the leaves right on top of each other and then roll it up. Frequently you hear people comment about rolling it like a cigar, in a cigar shape. And then you want to make sure you have a sharp knife, and we want to julienne the basil, which julienne is just a very thin slice. And the reason you do this is when it's rolled, there's less damage as you cut through the leaf. And because of that less damage, it's gonna prevent it from browning as quickly. And then we're just gonna sprinkle that in with the strawberry mixture. All right, so together in my mixing bowl, I have about a cup of diced strawberries and about a tablespoon of julienned fresh basil. To this, I'm gonna eyeball it, but you add about 2 teaspoons of extra virgin olive oil. And add some freshly cracked black pepper. And just a pinch of sea salt. And Give this a little stir, mix it together. The nice thing too is you can prep this ahead of time and leave it in the fridge overnight. And then we're gonna assemble our bruschetta. All right, so now I'm gonna assemble my bruschetta. So on my toasted baguette, I'm going to add a little smear of ricotta. This is a part skim milk ricotta to reduce some of the fat and calorie content. And then I'm going to add a scoop of my strawberry and basil mixture right on top. And I need to spread out the basil a little bit, nice even spacing. Put it on my plate, and I'm gonna add a drizzle of balsamic glaze. Now it is important to do the balsamic glaze as it is a little thicker and more syrupy. You can make your own balsamic glaze by reducing balsamic vinegar in a stock pot. Just put it over medium heat and let it reduce by about half. And there's our strawberry ricotta bruschetta.
What's great about these recipes today is that we're highlighting lots of fruits and vegetables. Higher intake of fruits and vegetables are associated with reduced risk of heart disease and reduced cancer risks. Strawberries specifically are very high in vitamin C. They're also high in manganese, potassium, and antioxidants called polyphenols. Those nutrients are what supports reduction of risk of chronic disease.
Each slice of the strawberry ricotta bruschetta is about 100 calories. And because of the incorporation of the ricotta, it's also a good source for calcium.